It's the love on the south side, yeah, that's right. Reppin' Inglewood, got my hustle tight. From Chi-Town streets where the wind blows, fierce, built up like steel, can't nobody pierce.
Hey y'all, this your girl D Love from the South Side, Inglewood for Life, Chicago, that is. And I am back. I'll be in and out. Not gonna be here for a long time. I'm supposed to be here at 3 o'clock, but hey, let's oh hold on. Dang. I'm watching Ryan's live. Hey Coffee. Listen. Oh, can we hear?
So much going
on
on.
them, and hey,
Yeah.
if you got any snippets or if you guys can do background hits, Keisha and Stokes, and this Raheem, this young man, I also already posted. He has a lengthy criminal history fighting with the police, weapons, and all kinds of charges, and he's been in Illinois Department of Corrections since 2014. He is a mentally disturbed young man, and he's the type of person that Jedediah takes advantage of. Jedediah is good at taking advantage of these people and using them for his own means. So I can see this kid being one of them.
Oh, and thank you. I'm so glad that you brought that up. That you brought that.
How you doing, Coffee? Listen, I said, I'm watching it, so I said, let me watch what's going on. I see Amir and Ryan got an order protection from Jed. There's no stalking, no cyberbullying, none of that. They cracking down out here. I'm doing well, can't complain.
Up, Scott. So you mean like the ones in this chat acting and saying abusive things could be used as evidence too? Absolutely. So that's why oftentimes, sometimes I'll delete the comments, but oftentimes I won't, because I'm like, go ahead, crazy followers. If you want to give me more evidence, you want to give Amir more evidence that you're
can't hide
violating.
behind a keyboard because your IP will come up and we can get it. The state can get it. They're very good at getting it, even at a
What's up? What's going on, Coffee? Are we just reviewing this video? It's live and it's interesting. More drama, more problem in
civil
Harvey.
level. We can get that shit. So, keep it up if you want to. That's on you.
Right, yep. So no, absolutely. And on Lady Luck, I hope that answered your question. So correct. That is why if you have any information or you see people talking about us, that's either me, Amir.
Well, what's going on? It's been going on for the last couple of hours now. Apparently, that Jedediah Brown, aka Durrell, he was in court today for Ryan, and they got to order protection, and they got to come back because I was watching Trina's video also, and they got to go back to court. I think August 21st, and they got to come with videos because the courts are getting tired of all this, so they got to come with their videos to prove that to keep this order protection going.
Hassan.
Yeah, even Hassan, it's crazy.
I don't know
Let's
who else.
put my daughter in there,
Vivian.
Vivian.
Yeah, let us know because we don't.
Beth.
We don't have time. Beth as well, but we don't have time to monitor all the social media at all times. So please let us know, and then I would specifically. Oh, hold on one second. Amir, the woman you posted a pic of that you haven't identified from the mob action, I know her name. Okay. So, Soulfood, could you contact me or Amir and reach out? All my contact information you can find at ryans.gaychicago.com. It's all one word.
So all of them has
ryans.gaychicago.com. But yeah, please let us know if you did identify the young lady that was involved in the attack.
And my email is Amir Shakur Speaks. That's AMIR SHAKURSPEAKS at G.
He probably should have stopped at Dalton because this just seemed like he going down quickly. because there's so many people getting order protections against him.
Email. Send it to me as well. You can send it to both of us. But yeah, let us know. We'll get a hold of you.
Thank you. And
Thank you.
Foxy, you said you have our email. Keep us informed. Yes, many of you guys have been great. Like, we really need your help. My special request though is, I before she attacked me, I did not even know.
His video went out. Oh well, that's it on that one. Um, yeah, that just went out. And I would have had my camera on like I normally would do, but I don't feel like it today. I don't feel like it. What's going on with you, Coffee? How you doing? I saw everybody in the chat watching. Ryan's video went out abruptly. Listen, uh, this is getting ridiculous. It has gotten. You know what, Coffee? I'm glad you said that. It's ridiculous, and it's gotten out of hand, like the crime in Harvey that they're trying to hide. It's ridiculous. And what do you do? What do you do, right? Hey, listen, because Trina was I was watching Trina earlier because I didn't have the Zoom because I would have watched the Zoom. I'm at home just cooking and listening. For real. Well, I'm not gonna be. I had a 4 o'clock call I got to do, but yeah, I'm cooking. Also cooking my mashed potatoes, broccoli, and pot roast. Hold on. Just cooking my dinner. Hey, Mike, how you doing? I'm gonna drop the link, and I hope somebody come up and just chit chat with me on what is your thoughts about what is going on in Harvey. What is going on? Do you think that a change is going to come? And let me say this: I forgot that Harvey had last night a night out, and the unfortunate part is they didn't really promote it that well, so that more people can to do the night out. I would have did the night. Oh, thank you, Mike, for the $5. I appreciate. I ain't said that in a while. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. But Harvey had a night out, and I would have went just to record, but I forgot, and they didn't do anything to let people know, or I don't know. They didn't do a good job. You went. They kind of talked about. They did give us this little book. Sounds like I showed up just in time for a meal. Hey, sis, and everyone. Hey, my love, prima donna. Hello to you and your love and your husband. I can't say lovely husband to your husband because you the lovely, he's the husband. I love them together. They are so cute. If you ever get a chance, you'll say the same thing. Yeah. So but yes, so a lot of people getting order protections. And I don't know if you saw what he said at the Dalton meeting. They was like radio silence in there. I was like, it's funny how people have moved on from it. And everybody want to live in peace. We got real life going on. While we arguing with each other, everybody's doing crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like this is enough. Like we still got the same streetwalker or hooker, that's what you want to call it. Poor thing, looked like she out there by herself walking the street on Halstead, and it was raining outside, and she was then walking up and down the street. I said, "Poor hooker," but I seen her pimp. I said, "That's a shame." And I'm like, and this is black would never get peace. I'm staying out of that mess with them people. Yes, it's too much going on. It's too much already. Right. And what we watched yesterday, we have I was glad that we even discussed those videos yesterday because it's important to like it's real stuff going on with people's real lives. Now, Coffee, you said to me that there was a pow, pow, pow in your community, in your community. But I was trying to figure out where, because that's why they need to have.
Sabrina, Beth Mythical, Ruth Kafasi, Janet
Oh,
V,
this is, you see what
um,
happened? Listen to this.
and Linda Belk, Larry, Misha over there on
Hey, your
X,
favorite hustler.
and on Twitch.
And I sent, and I mute this. I always like watching his channel, Breaking News. Saw that earlier today. I know it's always something. And yes, Lady D on 160th and Drexel, 159. Oh, so that's residential over there. That's like between Dalton and South Holland. Yes. So, and so not to break the conversation, but my prayers go to the soldiers that was shot at Fort Stewart in Georgia. There's so many people who are unhinged. Unhinged. Well, so they tired of it. They tired of, and I'm telling you, we tired. And well, I know I'm tired. And I can tell you, my neighbors, I don't think they really relate or even connected to what's going on in these YouTube streets. They sit on their front porch. You see the kids outside. Um, we don't we don't have. I'm not to say we don't. I don't think they. I don't think they even pay attention to it. To be honest, but listen. Well, Coffee, you might not want to listen today because I'm finna this. Ooh, because we talking about Harvey today because this is where I live and what I breathe. When my kids went to school. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hell. What's up, everyone? In the chat. They meant to say hello. Hustler, your favorite hustler. Listen, Trina ain't playing with y'all. But she was cooking today, y'all. She was cooking. Let me see.
Legal dumbass shit because now
Listen, I always open to listen. I know that's right. Well, okay, well, we're gonna keep because the revolution must be told. Again, I thought he was doing it for the people, but I didn't know it was because all this drama. Okay, so um a year 18. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, just life is happening and just trying to regroup. Okay. Dang, I gotta get back to work, y'all. I mean, like, I need some tuition reimbursements. Okay. Mm, we're gonna have to make this work somehow. Okay, let me get back to it. Let's get back to it. You know how you read your email in between when you're trying to do something? Sidetrack is a mother effer. But it's just crazy. Coffee listen helps grow. Okay, so but I did see the Cooking with Frank video of Trina. It was hilarious. Hey, Trina didn't find that funny either. Just letting you know, she ain't find that funny. And she came with the comeback on him too. She is not playing. I have seen some weird posts about Jet on other YouTube channels. Have you? I don't know. But I see the cooking. Oh. Is he helping Harvey? And Mike, I'm going to be honest and respectful as I can. And I think it is, I would say no because it's causing chaos. Because now we've seen I was there that night when the fight happened and he jumped in and his friends beat that man. Um it's hurting because you are steady fighting. You basically fighting with the residents. Uh, no, and I feel like with Dalton, and even though it was in Thornton Township, but everybody came together. Everybody came together for the most part. You didn't really hear. You hear some, some people who were not happy, but everybody still worked together to bring some kind of resolution, good, bad, or indifference. But when you have so many people going against each other and the friction, you're not bringing people together. So has it helped? No, it ain't her help because everybody in court. If everybody got purchase or has order of protection is against you, somebody ain't wrong. Somebody ain't wrong. And Trina was not happy about that at all. I wouldn't be happy either. Cause how do y'all talk about people? Y'all have never seen their face. Did anyone else see it? I seen it. I didn't think it was funny. I had to start watching it. Hello, Ivy. Yeah. What's your thoughts? And so I didn't think first of all, again, I'm not really into bullying and harassment. Yeah, we when it was Tiffany Hingyer, I think it was more so getting the information out. But they were a public official. But when you are just everyday citizens, you live in these communities, it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? It's not funny. They all talk about each other, and it's not funny anymore. And it's done. It's not funny, and especially it. Well, Tiffany made a great point. She said, "It's me today, you tomorrow," and like again, because I live in the community, I kind of like you take on a different mindset when you just going okay, I give my support over here. But when you live in it and you have to deal with the gunshots on Halsted Street, the streetwalkers, the people on drugs on Halsted Street, the abandoned houses, like Dalton didn't have those problems. Dalton had suburban problems, I would say. But Harvey got real problems. And in order for Harvey to come together, everybody must come together. And then one of the biggest problems, and I feel, is that when the mayor's office has a separation from the park district. Listen, we're not Chicago, we are Harvey. So it's not a it's not Harvey is bigger than what people see from off the map. It's a nice sized community, but like some of these, the Park District and Harvey and Park District and the City Hall, everybody should come together. So if there's a certain event, so everybody can participate. If I don't know what the other side is doing, how can I participate? And so again, all this other stuff is side talk, right? What they got going on with each other, it's like it's almost I want to say it's a distraction. There's a distraction going on right now, but what is it that we're being distracted from so that we don't or we can't see what's going on? Hello, redeemed by God. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got real problems here in Harvey. When my neighbor who grew up in the house next to me, he grew up in the house next to me. His mother passed away. At some point I guess he couldn't afford his rent. I mean, to live in that house because the house was paid for. And he ended up being a senior in that house. And I mean, he may be an early stage. Hey, Gardis. I don't know how old. I know he was a senior. I know he wasn't that old. But he said I was told there's no way that he will leave this house alive. The man, um, sh- I'll never forget that day, and I still have on my Ring camera. When the sheriff came to evict him out that house, mind you, he's a senior. He got a gun, went to the back room, and blew his head out, blew his brains out. And this was not too long ago. I didn't see Tyrone Rogers coming to see what happened. I didn't see the city of Harvey or anybody's like, let me go check on this person. Nobody came. So that's what I'm saying is, what are we being blindsided from that we can't that somebody need help around in these communities? You know what I'm saying? The as I don't know if you saw, I saw this video and I gotta find it. I have it where this guy said there's 5 areas you don't move into, and one of them was Harvey because of the property taxes. The property taxes in Harvey's running about 11,000. Could you imagine a senior in a house not doing anything because they can't afford that 11,000? Mind you, I know that they may get some cut, but like Prima Donna said once, it ain't what you think it is. It ain't as you gonna get a cut, but you ain't paying $500. This happened about I think it's 3 years now. It goes so fast. And on that day, let me tell you, redeemed by God, and I still have the video on my phone. There was my block was loaded with Cook County sheriffs and Harvey police for this one incident. Now let me but when I had neighbors across the street. My neighbor next door does not have a gate. And so I don't and this is like you kinda oblivious to it because you like, okay, it is what it is. I had just walked in the house. As soon as I walked in the house, somebody came along outside of these people house next door and shot a gun at the people across the way. You know how many police came out for that? Think about 1, 2. It wasn't that many. Like all this shooting and stuff, it's been going on for a while. April 14th, still got it on my camera. And the police ain't never came around, said anything. So I'm like, how do I know? My neighbor does not have a gate. So nobody can cut through the from the alley to the street. A car, April 14th, the car backed up. And I only heard it because thought I heard a pop. But I'm like, am I tripping? So I'm looking on my camera. I see this little car backing up to my neighbor's house. And I'm like, why they always backing up to their house? I thought it was the man who lived next door. I thought that was his people. And they said, I know, I seen 3 guys. It looked like a scene from a GTA looking both ways with their guns. Let me tell you, we have real problems in Harvey. Yeah. And the thing is, Chicago is bigger, so their problem is bigger. But we got big problems in a small area. And that's what I'm saying. And like, mm-mm. I watch Cooking with Frank channel, but I've seen kind of reviews of it. Is he really white using voice change? I don't know. I don't know. I want to know that too, because yeah, we're definitely being blindsided for something. And I did like watching uh, Jasmine Crockett yesterday because that's somebody who's not, as I can see, and I don't know her. Like they put it all on the table. Hey, girl, make sure y'all say hello. Yes, we do. Redeemed by God. I love that name. Listen, I've heard Cooking with Frank say horrible things about Tiffany, but I didn't. Didn't anyone say anything? Not Trina either. So, yeah, I mean, I listen. Hit the button if you haven't already. Thank you, your favorite hustler. Say, what the world? My God. Yeah. I'm like, so it was, so my thing, if it wasn't this senior, and so now you know I talk to people. Well, I said, when I had talked to the person who actually bought the house, they had been trying to help the man, but the man didn't want to leave this house next door because that's a house he grew up in. But nobody from the city, social worker, anybody came out to see about it. See, I didn't talk to him, so I don't know. He was stealing our water. I was shocked when I found out he was stealing our water. So I had to see the grown ass folks acting like against each other. This is why we can't get ahead too much. Listen, there's a distraction going on, and whoever you call the distraction is who you call the distraction. My thing and my goal is I'm more concerned about community and the crime. And yes, I try to help everyone. Yeah, I try to. Yeah, also, and I agree with you. Uh, they are distracting us from the real politics of the Southland. The problem is not the people, but the politics. Yes, we got to get back to um, making people who we pay our tax dollars to be responsible and to respond to our needs. So as long as and I think that that's what a lot of this is to keep the people who are trying to help Harvey engage into the arguing and the order of protection, so we can't see to stay on these our government officials to be accountable to what we got going on because we got real problems over here. There are demons and with badges. And let me say this, and I'm gonna be honest with you, because I don't always have a when I call the Harvey police have always came. And I'm gonna be honest with you all with that. When I had a problem, and I need to do it too, when I had a problem with the alleys, like they dumping stuff, I fill out a form, they come and clean the alley up. So I'm not gonna say all of Harvey's administration is bad. I don't know if it's who is for, what they's for. I don't know. Hey, Cher, how you doing? And in 10 minutes, I don't know if coffee jump up, but I got a call coming in at 4 that I must take. But but there's still problems in Harvey. Like why are we contracting out our the people who come out and do the what is it called? Um like when you want to do work on your home and and you need to go get that little piece of paper in the window. Inspectors, thank you. So why are the inspectors hold on. Why are the inspectors being outsourced? Why is that? I don't know if it's 6,000. It's some 60,000 a month that is gone outside of Harvey when that 60,000 could be used in Harvey and have their own inspectors. And if not, train people in the community to be inspectors in the community. I'm just saying, 60,000 a month and it's being outsourced. And none of these people live here. Yes. So they paying they chart they yeah, I don't we don't know from my understanding, we don't know how long this contract is for. And these people don't even live in our community. When I go to these city hall meetings, these a lot of them people do not live in Harvey. So a lot of money is taken outside of Harvey and these jobs are given to other people outside. Like Who does that? And let me tell you, Coffee, it ain't I think it's been like maybe 3 times. As soon as I walk in the house, somebody come alongside of the house and start shooting across the street. I don't see no cars outside. Lord, not stealing your water. Coffee, the man was stealing my water. I was trying to figure out why the water bill so high. I was going nuts. Like, why are we paying over $100 for water? And then when I go outside and I look, I be like, why is it drips on the ground? Oh God, we got a leak. I don't want to deal with no leak on because we got a water problem. Then talking to the neighbor down next door, she said, "Yeah, I used to let him get water from my house." And I saw a hole that came from his house that was near my house. Yeah, it was gonna. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He isn't black. This the sermon told me. Well, if he ain't black, he can't be. It's gonna be some hell to pay. If he calling us all these words, but don't be surprised. I'm the one he posted that was cussing out. Oh, you were. Oh, wow. Redeemed by God. What like a redeemed by God and blessed by something? Okay, I want politicians to do their job. That's all you can ever ask prima donna. And that's what we need. Like all this other stuff, distracting stuff, I need y'all to do your job. And again, for me, City Hall, once I fill a form out, it really come out. Or if I call the police, they come out. Even when my mother was sick, uh, the fire department came. So I've never had a bad experience with the administration in that respect. But I called Tyrone Rogers, and when that basement flood, it was back to back. It kept happening. He was like, "Oh well, um, okay, I'm gonna call you back." The ninja never called me back. He said, "I'm gonna call the streets and sanitation and see what they gonna do." I want to know when are they gonna come and do a pickup for the stuff that had flooded. He never called back. So you answer the phone. I have never had one good experience of them. I do not call them for anything. Oh, okay. Well, I've gone in Yeah, I've gone into the police station about a couple of weeks ago. They were really nice. I needed something. What's I needed? Fingerprinting, and they helped me figure out where to go. I mean, I'm not gonna. Not all of them bad. Now there's one of them and he wear the white shirt. He stand by the wall. He's the one who he had it bad, but he slowed down pulling people out the meetings and stuff. But he would definitely born and raised here. Are you redeemed by God? What? No, I flew here. I definitely flew here. I definitely flew here. And my kids went to Thornton here. Why do y'all need permits for anything other than new construction or remodel? Okay, so and if I'm incorrect, but so really in real estate, you want to get a permit because then it like if you sell it, it can say, okay, it was this the sun porch was permitted and it goes with the house. Hey, Conscious. Oh my God. Everybody said hello to Conscious. I'm gonna drop the link. Anybody want to come up? So that's what I was always taught. But yes. And thank you, Conscious. Conscious helped me with OBS. Conscious, I couldn't use OBS today because I had to hurry and get this out of here and have a conversation about everything I heard today. Unreal. Yeah, so here, yeah, from my understanding, and that's how they make money. Now, when I put the other side of this fence up, I may not go get a permit because I'm needed myself, but you got to have Julie to come out for sure. All the municipalities hire out permitting inspection due to turnover of city workers. Okay, well, I understand that. But trains, but okay. So if they have a turnover, why do they have a turnover here? Hey, Sylvia, because work well when you audit yourself, meaning Harvey, and residents auditing Harvey, because works well when you audit yourself, meaning Harvey, and residents auditing Harvey. Yes. And remember, this is not the first shooting that happened in Harvey, and it's not the first massacre shooting in Harvey. Let's be clear. Politician and outsourcing contracts are suspect. Yes. And we don't even know for how long this contract is last for. See, because they make these decisions in them back rooms, but nobody comes to talk about it. I don't know why. Hey, freaks and frauds. Hey, Rogers literally said, "We aren't smart enough to pass the test." He was asked that very question at the last meeting. Listen, I don't think and I take it redeemed by God is somewhere in the same ward. I don't think that Rogers, even I don't want to say he does not care because I'm sure he does have some care because I guess he grew up here also. But if he's been here this long and has watched the area deteriorated, especially in the ward that you are in, and you've been in that seat, and there's been some improvement. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw this house. I always love this house. It's 2 houses, but one, the White House, I remember as a lady used to own it. Uh, they're working on it now. But there's other houses around there. And explain to me, uh, redeemed by God, why we only got 1 street light. Sometimes you might get lucky and get 2 street lights on 1 block. So that's why it's easy for people to do certain amount of crimes here because there's not a lot of street light. So that's the scary part. Hey, y'all see Conscious. Make sure you all please and thank you subscribe to Conscious. They was stealing mines too. Really? Mm-mm. And listen, I be upset. They stealing my garbage can. I went down the street and I found my garbage can and got it right back. IBS governmental service does this for many communities. Contractor has their own bond and insurance here. No permits needed unless it's a permit bill. Code enforcement doubles as inspector here for signing off a job. Well, that's what they need to do because ain't no way. And don't try to get a permit. He invited me to call him when I was standing right in his face. Why would I waste time calling you? Now, waste time calling. And I was thinking, why? Because he call him. He gonna answer the phone, but you're not gonna get nothing done. You're not gonna get nothing done. Now, redeemed by God, are you the person, the pastor who spoke last time at the Harvey City Council meeting? Listen, I done had enough of the drama in Harvey, and I just want to be safe and feel safe in the community. And you know, kids should be able to play outside and um s- some portions would be a new build, yes, on a permit. I meant anything like an AC electrical vendor. Um I'm gonna say I think you do share, but if it's inside, I didn't get no when I got my AC done, I didn't get no permit. I can tell you that now. The police press conference said they have a shooter in custody, but never said who the victims were or who was arrested. Transparent is horrible there. Listen, they okay. Let's see. Let's break this down slowly. So at the police press conference, which was weird. Did that press conference look weird to you? Let me find this press conference. That it was kind of hold on. I got that. I should have had that ready. That was like a what's how do you say this in English? WGN. I can't use GN because GN like to okay. Ooh, this okay, we use this one. Yeah, GN like WGN Tribune like to strike your channel when you use their stuff. So I don't use them. And let's talk about it. Now, do I have a problem that he wasn't there? Hmm, not really, because I wouldn't expect him to be there no way, nowhere. And let me show you what's interesting about this video. Okay, so this is the press conference, right? Is this a police car in the background with a satellite dish? Like half of these people I've never seen before. And why they always got all these keys? What door are they opening up? Okay, about 6 minutes. I may have to jump off. I can mute it, but I'll still be here. Yeah, yeah, said they were seeking information on the shooter of the van victim, but no threats to the. I'm glad you said that. That's the part I wanted to get to because that's what I'm saying. This situation is it's an ongoing situation, right? Um, no public threat is definitely a public threat because you didn't get the person who did it. They're still out here. That family that live on that block or the other families. What the I agree with you, Cheryl. WTF? What the world are they talking about? Let's check this out.
We believe that this was a retaliatory act that was related to the earlier incident. There was another occupant in the vehicle who was not injured. Let me speak directly to the concern many of you have asked about over the last few days. We now know who the bad actors are.
And let me tell you another interesting fact about Harvey. This brown building behind me, that was a senior building. That they have now made that a building. This building is now a low income building with the seniors in it. I went to visit over there. I said, well, it smelled like weed up in here. I don't know why they changed it from a senior building. He said, Coffee said, who they talking about? They talking about the shooting that had, he said, okay. Hot lead flying. Nothing to see here, nothing to fear. Are you for real? That's why when I go out, I try to go out early and come back before it get dark. Where did the dumb ass go to school? You know what? Who says that word? Clark says that word. You notice that? It's a lot of bad actors out here. That's what he get. That's what I said. I thought to myself, did he write this press conference?
These are not random acts of violence or anonymous individuals. This violence stems from an ongoing conflict between individuals with a long and disruptive history within our city. We are very familiar.
Let's see. Um, that night of that fight, I think he was there. I believe, but he had a uniform on. But I could be lying. I didn't know they had that many police officers.
With them, and frankly, they have caused harm within our community for far too long. These people have been the source of multiple disturbances, including previous acts of violence and intimidation. Our department has intervened in the past, and we are now actively engaged in efforts to stop this cycle.
The question is, they had this press conference for that mass shooting. Why didn't they have a press conference for that huge fight that happened? So either feuding family or maybe a gang. It's definitely a gang because he said this has been going a long-standing gang. Now, not that I'm old, but I do because I had kids also. And if you go on the internet and watch other videos and read the comments. That's when you realize, oh, this is a gang situation. And if you watch other like YouTubers that are like Chicago drill YouTubers, um, I'm waiting on a phone call, so I may have to drop off. You'll definitely they definitely tell it. You know, folks, they put on the internet and it's acting like it's the truth. Oh Lord. He looks like the bald police officer in Dalton that went viral with the connect the dots memes. He looks familiar, doesn't he?
before it continues to escalate. We are not just investigating, we are also looking to mediate the situation. We are exploring every legal and community-based tool that are available to us. And we will be reaching out to credible messengers, neighborhood leaders, and mediation partners to de-escalate this feud. Let me be clear. We will not allow a senseless rivalry.
A senseless rivalry. Being a gang member while committing a crime here is a federal and can get you 20 to life. 20-year sentence. Listen, my question is, why hasn't the ATF, the Illinois police, the Cook County Sheriff, um, and whoever come in here and do some damage? And I don't mean damage to the resident. I mean come and share some important facts and information about what is going on. We would like to know, right? Because if this has been an ongoing situation for years, it seemed like they would be battling over drug turf is apparently a few. They don't. I don't think they is Mike. It ain't drug turf anymore. It ain't about that. Really, a lot of this is about the internet. You diss my friend. We in a gang. You diss my homeboy, homegirl on the internet. A dead loved one you diss. Then they come and they retaliate. So that's where a lot of this come from. Back in the days, it was about gang turf and blocks. And nowadays, you can go down the street, just go to your local dispensary and get you some weed. It may not be the one you want, but
To hold this city hostage. We are pursuing charges where applicable, and anyone who continues to endanger this community will be held accountable. These incidents are serious, but they are also isolated. There's an ongoing threat. There is no ongoing threat.
he can't even read this shit correctly. So basically, this dumb fuss is going to reach out to the mediators to quiet down the mess. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that. They are killers. Just say that. Yes. Oh, excuse me. I had indigestion. Yes, I definitely agree. Oh, wait a minute. What she say? So either the feuding family. Oh, maybe, okay, I got that one. Yes. Who are you going to mediate with? Do you even know who you're mediating with? Because from what I understand, like now I don't see it on this block, and I might be blind, but I don't see a lot of young people hanging out on my block. But over there by Kobe Chapman and them other wards, you see a lot of stuff. Them hanging out. Well, you don't even. I don't even drive through this, so I'm not even gonna lie to you on that one. But back in the day, Lexington, they used to have their own gang. These different streets used to have their own gang. Hey, Saint Sinner, glad you can join us. But now it's like, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They need to have a tactical gang unit because these people look kind of old and outdated about what's going on. And it's just me, but I don't know. They look kind of dated because you got to know what's the pulse of what's going on because gang has been in Harvey for years. Years. Yeah, it's isolated to 5 quarter mile. Facts. Oh yeah, and that's the whole damn town. Facts. Tell us, Gomer, who did it? Gomer pal. I'm just waiting for somebody to call me. Maybe the most telling thing is this doofus is the best public speaker they have. You could tell he did not write that speech, and he didn't look comfortable reading that speech. He didn't seem very comfortable or confident reading that. Because he said one word. I said he clearly did not write this speech. Um, like, and as fast as the little girl who they found out and saw who shot her on 159th Street, off 159th Street, the same way they can do everyone else. But they don't talk about the young lady who was on the lot, pretty girl too, on the other side. But they never talk about who did it or even if the crime has been solved. They be killing me. Yeah, that was a leftist Lacey speech. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. He did not write
To the
this.
general public. Still, we understand that fear and frustration this has caused to our community. We hear you. We've currently increased patrols in that target area, and our detectives are working around the clock to ensure that justice is served. We are also speaking with the public, and we want to let anyone who has information know that they can come to the Harvey Police Department anonymously and speak with our investigators to make sure that we bring closure to the families.
Listen, what about the young lady who was laying in her bed um, on the west side of Dixie Highway? In them the manufacturer's mobile home, and the little girl she got shot in the leg. They have not solved that. And from watching Ryan, they don't even sound like they're looking to solve that issue, that problem, or that crime. They like I don't know. Harvey's just weird. Like it's not about what you know here, it's who you know. Because from my understanding, the s- there was one press conference knew somebody, so that's why the mayor got on TV like he did and did a press conference. Now, because it's getting all over on this mass shooting, they had to do a conference for that because it's everywhere now. So they pick and choose what they want to say and who they want to say it to. Interesting. Not one journalist asked to see share question. That's all I'm trying to figure out. Well, who was there? Because they did not ask a question. And I was shocked about that. I'm glad you said that. I thought it was me. I'm like, that's unusual. Why didn't no one say anything? And I didn't know about it, so I didn't even go.
That have dealt with this incident. To the people of Harvey, this is our city. We will not be defined by violence, and we will not be defined by anyone that are engaging in acts of violence within our city.
He didn't write this because he don't believe half of what he said. He couldn't get that out. He know he did. He know it's wrong. Oh, she talking to me. Um. Oh, okay. Let's keep it going.
Together, we will reclaim our peace in the city of Harvey. Now I'm going to allow Detective Mackay to come up. He's going to speak to some of the case.
This wig is weird.
Before Detective Mackay comes up, I just want to.
Hey, question. I ain't even thought about it. Why would Detective Magana be at a a Harvey meeting inside? He's a detective. He's not a police officer. So he should be outside fighting crime and resolving crime, not in the city council meeting standing there. I'm just saying, like, are this part time something? What's happening here? Okay.
Say a few words. My name is Deputy Chief Charles, CHARLES. I'd like to speak directly to what we know about these incidents.
Oh, this man right here. This man right here. He's the one. He profiles you. It's the way he look at like on the side of his eyes. When you go into the meetings and you sit there, he profiles you. He watch you. This is one who started kicking people out of the Harvey meetings. Sorry, I keep wanting to say Thorn. Harvey meetings. He was the one who started it. This person right here. He was the one who asked me to leave that same day that Glennis got that ticket. I thank God I'm glad they ain't trying to pull that, but he the one who told me I had to get up and leave out the meeting. And I'm like, for what? And he said it one more time, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not. Let me get up out of here.
This was not random, as the chief stated. These were not acts of senseless or spontaneous violence, and what we're seeing is a part of a long-running conflict between two groups of individuals who have been at the center of multiple shootings over the years. We've investigated these individuals. We've responded to their disputes. We've talked with family members, witnesses, and neighbors, and we've documented a pattern of violence that has now escalated again.
And first of all, and this is why I said that they really need to connect with the city of Chicago, because they're saying is it has something to do with some Chicago gangs also. So all this is connected. This is not random stuff. And the sad part about it is a lot of these kids who are doing these things and the young adults, because we all know that, and they say that young people brains do not mature until they're 25. But a lot of them, they were friends in school at one time or another. And this is where we at.
Devastating consequences. Here's what the pattern looks like. On August 14, 2018, this all began when individuals connected with one of the offenders were injured in a weekend shooting that the individual was killed on 14620 South Austin. On July 28, 2019, the same individual injured in that weekend shooting was previously shot at 15646 South Murray. On September 28, 2020, that same individual.
Oh, I gotta write this down because I could not understand what was going on. To be honest, I'm like, hold on, let me give you some paper. I got no paper over here. I got a paper because it only. I need to write the addresses down one more time. Go on, bro.
Killed on 14620 South Austin.
On
July 28th.
14626 South Halsted. All right, let's go back. And y'all ain't know y'all had a problem? I'm just saying.
When individuals connected with one of the offenders were injured in a weekend shooting that the individual was killed on 14620 South Austin. On July 28, 2019, the same individual injured in that weekend shooting was previously shot at 15646 South Murray. On September 28, 2020, that same individual was targeted again, shot at, though not hit, near 14519 Kentucky. On October 1st, 2023, that person's cousin was shot and killed. Then on November 8th, 2024, 3 gunmen followed this individual and his girlfriend. They fired.
Okay, hold on for one hot second. Hold on. Do apologize. I do apologize. So the same person so it seemed like the same person been shot at.
On October 1st, 2023, that person's cousin was shot and killed. Then on November 8th, 2024, 3 gunmen followed this individual and his girlfriend. They fired at him but struck and killed the woman instead. These aren't just isolated incidents, as the chief stated. These are part of ongoing personal disputes between two groups of individuals. And this weekend's shootings are the latest consequences of that feud. This is a contained conflict between known individuals. This is not a widespread community issue. This is not a
How could this be it's not spreading community issue? It is a community issue because Halsted Street is a main street, is a main thoroughfare. People connect going from the Chicago to the you can go take Halsted to Chicago all the way to any suburb you want to by Halsted Street. So this is a public concern. Um, so somebody was definitely so now if you knew this was going on with this person, why didn't y'all do anything? Why wait to now to say, oh, continues to say, oh, our numbers are down in Harvey. One crime, one shooting is way too much. Now I'm like at least once a month, ceasefire come to the house and asking, do you know anything? I'm like, oh Jesus, what's now? What now? And I don't always hear stuff. Oh, so here comes the participating trophy speeches. Yeah, I don't know who wrote this. Uh, that's a bugger. Maybe his new nickname should be Side Eye. Yeah, I'm telling you, I wanted to take a picture when he does it. But yeah, I ain't trying to. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be downtown, down in Harvey's city building. Look like they sit a lot.
random threat to the public. We are confident in our understanding of who is involved and what's behind it.
If you understand about who is involved, what you need mediators, you need like ceasefire, you need what's it called? Conflict resolution. And at this stage, to be honest with y'all, this is not going away anytime soon. This is just the beginning. Oh no, it's always been the beginning. It's gonna be ongoing. And as soon as people think that, oh, everybody's quiet, then somebody gonna come out and it's gonna be another one. It's not over. They done lost their loved ones. And one thing about Harvey, because we're supposed to have a community crime meeting tonight, but I was told it was canceled until next week. But one thing about Harvey, like in this community, if there is a crime, trauma, something like that, there's no mental health specialist who comes and say, "Hey, we're here to help you." Now, I haven't heard one. I don't know, have you heard one? But I have not heard anything about trauma centers or anything could help people with trauma. I'm just saying, I'm just fret, just get
That
fed up.
said, innocent people have been hurt, including a young child, and we're not going to allow this violence.
Didn't he just say innocent person was hurt, but then there's no threat to the citizens? Oh yeah, I don't have not here, not out here. Listen, I know when I go to the Dalton meetings, the ladies, she from the mental health, and she always has stuff for them for mental health. And she told them they don't have to pay. So the thing is, you got to connect with the right people. I'm just saying, because this ain't over. And it's slowly, slowly. And this is, let me tell you what, and I say this over and over again, and I say it respectfully. Why are we going back and forth with each other? We shooting and killing each other. You know what's going. You know who's other people are coming in while we going at it each other. Now Trump is trying to get us to go back to the old days, but he ain't gonna have much to go back because half of them are on drugged out. The drugs.
We'll now bring up the technical guy if you have questions specifically about this.
Again, you ain't got no answers.
Get questions about the shooting this weekend.
He ain't used to talking.
I do ask if anybody has any information about the shooting, any suspect information or any video in the area, please contact us, and we'll keep you guys anonymous.
This is the weirdness right here. He seemed very weird. It's like uncomfortable. He didn't even say can you connect anonymously, and how can you be sure that your you will stay anonymous? Are you sure that they will do the right thing? Now I'm gonna tell you, maybe it was 2 summers ago now. Um, my daughter was like, "There's bullets on the ground outside the garage." I say, "No, it ain't." I went back there and I saw it. Now I called the police, but did they? Just the policeman. They finally came. They pick it up. They picked it up, but they didn't really. They didn't seem. They didn't. They touched it with their hands when they picked it up. I said, "Well, yeah, that's gonna be a wrap." Wrap. Violence crime. Harvey violence crime rate is more than 3 times the national average. But when you go to the Thornton, I mean, sorry, this Thornton is always in my head. When you go to the Harvey meetings, they say that the crime is low. And first of all, can we get rid of the liquor store where everybody hangs out at? Why the wooden keg? You go in there, ain't really got nothing on them shelves. I'm trying to figure why is the wooden keg still sitting there like that? They closed the huddle, but that happened during Kellogg's administration. Why is the wooden keg still there? Property crime. Harvey property crime rate is also significantly higher than the national average, more than doubled. So what do they be read? Why are that's what I'm saying? It's listen. Instead of sending out these little nice bulletins, flyers to say what's going on, Harvey. Oh, we're doing good. You need to send out what's going on in our community so we can be aware and so that we can help fight the fight in the battle. Now, what I would like, and I don't think Harvey has the balls to do it, and or have somebody go and talk to the people at the ring camera, and and get some kind of. I saw that. I remember Lori Lockfoot did that. You can go get a ring camera. You can get maybe a reimbursement or something off. Everybody needs to have 2 ring camera, maybe 4, but 2 at least. One in your front and one in your back. And listen, I would like one in my alley. If everybody had one in the alley, nobody would come down that alley doing no crime or dumping anything. But people are afraid to say anything. That was weird.
So if there are no further questions, or there are no questions, then I guess we'll go ahead and conclude at this time. Are there any questions? All right, thank you.
That was so weird. So like, who has a press conference that ends like that? No, out of 8 people been shot and y'all ain't got no questions. And from what I saw from somebody else's video, it looked like they were further back from the press conference, from the people on the podium. So I wonder, did that have something to do with it? Because that's an interesting statement. And nobody talks about that. I have a degree in criminal justice. We used to have a saying about crime statistics. If torture the numbers enough, they will confess to anything. Really. I I I wish that things could be different. And I think, yeah, that was very weird. That was very like cringy, like, right? You like, oh, okay, well, what? Yeah, ain't nobody got anything to say? Not one? Now, hmm. Crime statistics. If you torture the numbers enough, they would confess to anything. Hmm. Interesting. We have a Facebook channel for our surrounding area. I wish I wish that we have the same thing also. Like you see how they had a Dalton politics, everybody in Dalton's on there. And Harvey really needs to have their own. They post every single day who's been arrested for anything, mug shots too, and it's free. And post wanted individuals from residents' ring cameras, and the cops do too. That is what policing is about. When all of the community, everyone in the community are involved. A Facebook channel where y'all could. Mm-hmm. Because it's interesting how we don't have any communication on what is going on unless you get the Citizen app or the Ring Camera app. But everything don't always go on it because oftentimes I see it's on one and not the other. One or not and not the other. I identified a guy who stole a candy bar from Walmart. Oh, from surveillance footage. High five. Okay, at least you part of the at least you are part of the change and not of the conversation. And that's a problem with a lot of people. And I think on my block, everybody is trying to just move. You know what I'm saying? Uh, the people across the street, they don't have a gate on their backyard either. But I never forget that day the girl was getting her daughter out the car and they was shooting down the alley. She couldn't even get her daughter out the car. I said, this is crazy. So Harvey has more. So what I'm saying is they keep talking about, oh, this is an isolated situation. It's not isolated because if I came out my garage that day when I saw that guy shooting out that garage, that could have been my window, that bullet coming through that windshield. Because people they after you they cut through people's houses and they be driving around trying to find them. Yeah, it's just crazy. What we gonna do? What we gonna do? Well, with that being said, I'm not gonna hold you long. I'm going to hop off. I got to move on to the next challenge. But I will be back tomorrow. And I thought I was gonna be able to go to Harvey tonight, but they're not having a meeting. Um, and listen, if you got a chance, check out Trina Dow's Pilot Chicken page. Check out um Ryan Gay. Check out Conscious Channel. Check out, oh gosh, the Amir show. Because this situation is not over. And that's what I'm saying. That's just the smoke and windows. But there's real stuff going on every day. Every night you hear a shooting. So it ain't over. So with that being said, I'm gonna sign off, eat my dinner, and get ready for my class tonight. Well, I wish you all the best. Stay safe. And I can't wait to come back and talk to you tomorrow. If I come on tonight, it'll be a surprise. But right now, my eyes are irritated. So I appreciate you. Thank you, Mike, for the $5 holler. I'm glad you're still hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. And we're going to stay on top of everything that's going on. We're not trying to be a part of the problem. We're trying to be a part of the change. And I know that people are and if you haven't, please hit the like and subscribe button. We thank you. What else? Hey, listen. Dinner time, baby. Dinner time. With that being said, have a good evening and take care. Good night.